Hello, everybody. My name is Barry John, and I have a co-commentator with me today. I will let him introduce myself for this Let's Play.
Hi, this is Speedball, and this is a Scree campaign production. I didn't know he was involved in the production as well.
SCEE. So Sony Cambridge Entertainment. Sony Computer Entertainment Europe. So, ladies and gentlemen, this is Primal 2003, PlayStation 2, reissued on the PlayStation 4 with achievements, but I have the actual disc, I have it in the disk drive, and we are having fun with it. So, Speedball.
Yes, let's all enjoy the cartoon about a caveman and a dinosaur.
Yes.
Oh, wait, wrong Primal.
There's also the Nick Cage movie.
Oh, yeah, huh?
So how much experience do you have with this game?
I played through it once, a very long time ago. I don't remember a lot of the fine details.
All right. I am hoping at this point that the video doesn't get a copyright strike on me, because this game has music from real-life band 16 Volt, who is an industrial hard rock band that provides, well, music for the game. But by the way, there are spoilers in this, but the game is literally 22 years old at this point. Nothing overt is being spoiled here.
And it's not something that has lots of plot twists and turns to speak of.
Yeah.
Maybe a couple.
Well, we are seeing enemies, we're seeing that.
Yeah.
So yes, this game, it doesn't shy away from violence or bad language or anything else of the sort. Just a fair warning to anybody, with young kids who are watching this.
Uh-huh.
But that was the sizzle reel, I should say. And the background color has changed from red to blue, which is a neat little touch that will come up later. But for now, I'm going to start. Options. I want to make sure the subtitles are on because, well, that sort of thing. Nope.
Nope!
And camera tilt.
Francois, none!
No.
Yeah.
Parlez-vous français, Speedball?
No.
Okay, fair enough. I'm also making sure that my vertical cameras are reversed. But also, bonus materials. Scene Select is basically movies, and there are collectibles in the game, the tarot cards. Speedball will be my guiding helper to help find all these things. And as...
Okay, Total Biscuit, I don't think anyone's here for the menu screen.
Oh. Okay. That case, we shall move on to... the game itself.
Also, we haven't collected anything yet. There wouldn't be anything to show.
Yeah. All right, I'm going to hit the new game, and we will trigger the opening cutscene. Andreas Kastoulis, most famous, or in my circles, as the gentleman who played Jakar on Babylon 5. This was his last role before his untimely death. And Hudson Lay played, what was her name? Not Gabrielle, not Xena. Callisto on Xena Warrior Princess.
Yes.
So this game had a lot of money put into it. A lot of effort went into this game. Like, even this pre-rendered cutscene, they didn't really skip out on stuff. If you look through some of the windows, you can see what's inside the windows is moving in parallax. Like, there's actual volume inside of them. Oh, our viewpoint's pretty tall. I mean, we're towering over everybody else.
Hello, big boy.
Yeah. You got like a Steadicam thing going on here, or what?
Hopefully we'll be able to get through the doors. Wait, this is Primal, right?
No, it's Resident Evil 2!
Yeah,
this is Mr. X!
Yeah, you're... Oh, goddamn. Okay. Yeah, Mr. X. Nemesis is a less famous younger brother.
Yeah.
But the band here is... It is a pre-rendered cutscene, but it is 16 volt as a band with the game's... This particular character, the lead singer, is not part of the band in real life.
No, he is an OC for this game.
Mm-hmm. And why is it that this guy is literally the only one noticing the 8-foot-tall hulking monstrosity in a trench coat being in the audience?
Oh no, it's number 6! He's back! Or is it number 9? One of those guys, the golem!
Yeah, number 9.
Certainly tall enough.
Yeah.
He's got the long arms, too.
No gunblade, though, so we're cool.
Yeah.
Say, mister, are you one of them badass rock stars?
Oh, Jen, you scared the crap out of me.
Sorry, babe.
There is a lot of detail in these models for a PS2 game.
Up.
Mm-hmm.
Huge freak in the crowd kept staring at me like some whacked out psycho.
Well, maybe you never checked out your audience before, but you guys don't exactly share the same fan base as Kenny G.
This was different. He looked seriously creepy.
Ooh.
And tall! You should have led with the fact that he's 10 feet tall.
Great set, man.
Come on. If we don't pay him tonight, we're gonna be living in a box.
Ah, Jen, you never used to complain. I think we're growing apart.
I'm Lewis, too old to be living like a bum. Plus, I'm gonna need study space once I start
You're
college.
starting college at 21? Well, that's an interesting life choice.
Good night, guys. See you next time.
See you, buddy.
I like that the Monster Man just, like, grabs him and they knock him off.
Yeah.
Don't make me hurt you.
Oh, I don't think that guy's showing up in Square's game The Bouncer.
No, knock this block off. Got away. He's either very brave or very foolish for standing up to this guy even before he fully turned into a demon.
I mean, he is a bouncer, you know. This is the sort of his job description.
Yeah.
Oh.
Roar!
Oh, that's not good.
Huh? Well, anyway, so I guess we're going to be following the rock star as he avenges his girlfriend.
Yeah, that sounds about right. But yeah, that was the opening cutscene for the game. Now we are in engine cutscenes.
Is this your Jane Doe?
Yeah.
Okay, how is she a Jane Doe? She's literally the girlfriend of the singer of the band you guys had at that place. It shouldn't have been hard to...
And has a very distinguishing tattoo.
Yeah.
By truck?
It should have been easy enough to ask around to get some ID for her, assuming she didn't have a friggin' wallet.
Outside the club. They found him
Yeah.
several blocks away. He's in the room 3 days.
No, but they found Lewis.
What do you think?
50-50.
Okay, seriously, when was the last time you saw blinds in a window like that weren't all in the same row?
Downstairs need your attention.
Yeah, nice attention to detail that they drew them in disturbed like that.
And there was a fire extinguisher on the wall, so point for that.
Okay. We dealt with the big monster, now a much smaller creature is here.
That was one freaky dream. This a hospital? What the hell happened?
You were mugged by a demon!
God. I'm dead? No, I don't want to be dead. Things were just starting to work out. Louis,
Your beeper monitor is still beeping. You're not alive. You're not dead.
Louis,
One of those!
what happened to us? Huh? What the hell are you? A bit short for the Grim Reaper, aren't ya?
You're not dead, Jennifer, but if you don't be quiet and listen to me, you soon will be. My name is, well, let's say you can call me Scree. I've been sent to find you, to show you some very important things and to enlist your assistance.
Right. Well, Scree, glad I'm not dead. But first you better explain how come I'm looking down on myself. She is creeping me out.
Your corporeal form, the one still lying there, is very weak, close to death perhaps, but not yet lost. That is only part of you. The other part, your spirit, that's you. I set it free from your body so that we could talk. In fact, now that it's free, you'll find you can travel to places you've never even imagined.
Right. So I'm like an astral projection or something.
Essentially, yes.
So what does that make you?
I am but a humble servant to my lady, and to you I'm a friend, someone you need to trust. Now quickly, you must come with me. We're both vulnerable here.
Okay, but only 'cause I'm intrigued. I've never been an astral projection before.
It's a legitimate piece of feedback.
Yeah. At least this astral projection has your clothes on, you know? We're doing Matrix rules where your clothes are part of your identity.
It's also what she was wearing, before she got knocked around, so...
Attacked.
Yeah.
God,
Yeah.
what just happened?
Well, the Stargate is spinning down.
Questions. We're no longer in Mortalis. We stepped through a rift gate into the Nexus.
Still, huh?
As I said earlier...
Welcome to Brutal Legend!
Actually, I could see that.
A convergence point for
Yeah! I mean, yeah, we were just with a rock band, and now we're in a dimension of blood, fire, metal. Yeah.
At the heart of everything, but believe me, you're not. Now please
Hold on.
absorb all of this quickly. There really is no time to waste.
Wait. Is...
Okay, I'm trying.
Sorry,
Just
I'm looking
one
at
thing.
Scree's wings here.
No matter
Is Scree's
what
wings
I am,
transparent?
Stop calling me Jennifer. You sound like my
Yeah, I think they are. Wow, what a great effect for the time period, especially.
What? This is a PlayStation 2 game. You don't...
To learn of your
That degree of
true self
transparent... In an in-engine rendered cutscene?
is correct. They may afford us protection.
Wow.
What am I supposed to do with this?
It's a vambrace. They fasten around your wrists. Please, it's important that you trust me and just put them on.
I've just jumped out of my skin, left my body in some hospital, been dragged through a rift gate,
Rift Gate.
and I'm in oblivion. Vambrace? Not a problem.
Precisely.
Ooh, shiny. And pretty comfy for a pair of metal doodads. Could have been made for me.
They were.
So, how do I get them off?
You put them on, just reverse the process.
You don't?
And this guy wants me to trust him.
Yeah.
This lady you keep mentioning. Who is she?
Okay, something about this, the dialogue and the writing going on here is that these are obviously two adults talking to each other, and it's not like something is being explained to one of the characters in order to, explain to the audience.
Person. She's not mere flesh
Yeah.
and bone.
No, it's a lot more naturalistic than that.
Two primal forces that govern the universe. She is order.
And the other would be...
The other would be Abaddon, the embodiment of chaos, lord of corruption and decay. He is my lady's eternal foe, and the reason for
Transparency
my being.
and particle effects through Scree's wings to the fire in the back. Double layer transparency when his wings are in. Oh my god.
Oh, I shall, and she will be most relieved to see you. But first, I must show you more of Oblivion. Please follow me.
Yes, show me more nothingness.
Will all this start making sense anytime soon? Is there nothing you can say that won't leave my head spinning?
I think that perhaps your Lewis may have been brought here.
Lewis? Lewis here? You've got to help me find him.
And now we have a, there we go, just making... Oh, hold on. Okay.
Did it re-reverse it? Oh, there we
Yeah.
go.
Yeah, come on. Oh, start button back.
Now, first collectible. After. Oh wait, we haven't seen it yet. Kronos.
Yeah.
Okay, that's what.
Don't worry, we'll get to that. But, yep, here is Jen. Blue jeans, crop top, vambrace.
Come on, this
Back
way.
tattoo.
Yep, pigtails.
Mm-hmm.
By the way, I do...
Not a lot of
Yeah, go ahead.
not a lot of heroines with pigtails. This is kind of unique. Yeah.
I mean, she's...
Oh.
Yeah, I mean, she is, 21. Huh. Glowy.
So, they got one of these.
With the might of chaos and order eternal in battle, a balance between them must also be fought for. Here at the heart of the Nexus is where that happens, drawing in the two primal forces, governing, generating a safe parallel energy. That is the awesome responsibility of Kronos.
Legitimate, there's a lot of talk, outside of Shin Megami. Not a lot of talk outside of Shin Megami Tensei games, where, order and chaos and whose job it is, to put their finger on the scales and to help balance things out as a neutral arbiter.
Jeez, he's looking at me.
Perhaps he can hear you, too.
Well... I'm sure the guy's doing a great job in there. On there. Oh my god, Screes, into the damn thing.
It is an ancient machine, with Kronos living at its heart. There are 4 realms in Oblivion, Jen. 2 aligned with order and 2 with chaos. Each realm has its own natural balance, eternally generating the right levels of primal energy, which is drawn into the Nexus and fed through Kronos to Arella and Abaddon. Kronos has eternally governed with wisdom and impartiality, channeling balanced strength to them both. Without him, the Nexus, Oblivion, and your Mortalis wouldn't exist at all. Simple as that.
If I was as wise as this Kronos, I'd find a cushier job. Pull out the jacks and swing in the hammock for a while.
For all
They didn't invent automation at the beginning of time.
responsibility matches sense of humor.
Distinctive good or distinctive?
Distinctive inappropriate.
Now you see, that's how you respectfully correct someone's behavior.
Mm-hmm.
Is he okay? That doesn't look too healthy.
The force of chaos is overpowering him. Abaddon is putting his ancient plan into practice. A break with eternity. He's secretly corrupting the kingdoms of order, strengthening the realms of chaos, foolishly rocking the Nexus like a boat about to capsize. Just look at our guardian suffering to keep control. He may not last very long. Come on, Jen, we have no time to lose.
Oh, we got time.
Okay, I'm coming. Just don't leave me behind here.
Yeah. Work those arms. Arrgh. No, don't follow him. This is where the first card is.
Yep.
In the southwest corner of this area.
All right, hold on. I'm just taking a quick look at Kronos here, Thanks for your work, dude.
Oh, yeah.
All right, but before I get to that, I saw... Hold on. Shiny.
Is that what I was talking about? Or I don't know which way is north.
Hold on. Oh, I know this is... We can't interact with it yet.
Ah.
And this is Jen. This is Jen's running speed. Actually, hold on. Map.
So, light jog.
Yep, because she's not exactly an athlete. But north is north here. And the red dot is Jen, the yellow triangle is Scree. But you said southwest corner, so hey, there's a door here. Nice ambiance music. That looks like a boss fight arena to me.
No. That just looks like a resonance cascade about to happen.
Yep, good point. Where's my crowbar?
See, that's what Kronos is always trying to work to prevent. He has to keep flipping levers to stop that from happening.
Oh, yeah. Oh. And there we go. Come on, there we go. So, tarot cards are... They are locked to... Sorry, tarot cards aren't locked to the save game, they're locked to a profile. So in the previous test runs that Speedball and I did for this, I had to avoid collecting them, specifically to allow me to collect them for the actual recording purposes. Come on. Now the one downside to Jen jogging is, it takes a while to get to where you want to go.
Fortunately, this isn't a game with a lot of places to go.
Yeah, it's a very...
So you're supposed to just...
Or you're saying?
No, I interrupted you.
Oh, I was saying it is a very linear game, all things considered.
It's no good. I'm gonna have to ask Scree.
Questions again. And if there's something I'd want you to ask, you never do. What, please?
These symbols.
Ah,
I presume you have noticed this.
indeed, there is a remarkable similarity.
They are identical, you lunk. Louis drew the design for me just after we met. How come the symbol's all over the place here?
She's
I simply can't tell you.
can't or won't.
Can't or won't.
Again, intelligent
It's branded on you.
Intelligent
Not me.
adults.
I don't know everything.
talking at each other, but Scree is hiding things at this point, and Jen doesn't know the questions she needs to ask.
Protection. I just thought it looked cool.
Where did Louis see this symbol? It's very important.
He wouldn't tell me. Oh, forget it. Everything else going on, that ain't gonna freak me out. Come on, little guy.
Well, I mean, in terms of a geometric symbol, it's not that hard to create. It's a circle with quarter circles around the edge, you know.
Yeah.
Uh,
A very pointy chakram.
yeah.
Where are we now?
We have entered the kingdom of Solom. Time stands still in the four realms connected to the Nexus. In this realm, it is eternal night.
And let me guess. Eternal winter?
By nature, Solom is bleak of climate, but nothing too harsh for its people. The Ferai are strong and resourceful hunters.
You say hunters?
The worlds of Oblivion are each inhabited by a different race, and yes, the Ferai are fierce, sometimes brutal, but they are fundamentally good. You're going to meet a lot worse, I assure you.
Splendid.
Solom and its people have always been aligned with order, providing my Lady Arella with power.
But now things have gotten screwed up, right?
Yes, thanks to Abaddon's villainy. His interference in the realms is drawing all the primal energy to his side and starving my lady of her very existence. In truth, neither side can survive without the other, and soon everything will be destroyed.
So the guy's trashing the status quo, creating chaos. Guess he's doing his job.
And we must do ours, so just listen.
Scree is stressed.
Oops.
I'm sorry. You must forgive me for
Again,
that.
adults.
So much more will become clear to you, child, but we've so little time.
Hey, look, don't sweat it. I'm fine. So what's to be done here? Let's get on with it.
Thank you, Jen. Right, now, what we've got to do here, Jen, is, I haven't the faintest idea. I do know Solom has been tainted by chaos somehow, and we have to restore the natural order. I told you the Ferai are violent, but they live as a basically peaceful clan with rituals and art, for example, a structured society. The one crucial thing for the race is their king. In Solom, the king has huge authority, awesome strength, but he must, without fail, sacrifice himself at the height of his power and pass the throne to his heir.
Interesting.
Gruesome.
Ah, yes, the burning crown, the traditional method of royal sacrifice. Failure of the king to abdicate his power would devastate the land and lead its people to ruin.
Ruin as in...
Precisely. The king here is Hearn, strong, deadly even, but always a good leader for his people, I believe. A Ferai king like any other through eternity, but some time ago he was due to relinquish power.
And he's running for another term.
He is senselessly refusing to give up his rule, and so leading the Ferai to disaster.
So we check it out. Cool.
Yes. A sound plan of action.
Well, once he laid everything out, you know, here's the base facts, and Jen's like, okay, let's do something about it.
I'll quite happily lead the way whenever you like.
So, press select, and you can, as long as they're close enough, seamlessly switch between the two, but if the distance gets too far, it does take a loading screen. And a map. Places to go, places to go. Well, there's a gate there.
God. Kika Sika.
That did not sound too friendly. Let's find another way around.
Invite only, guys.
Yep. And she doesn't have a pizza box, so she can't claim to be the pizza delivery girl.
No.
Alright. So, the game also, aside from the tutorial messages, doesn't really hold your hand in terms of what you should be doing in places. So, it encourages you to poke around a little bit, even though we are still on rails for the most part.
You hear those growls, Scree?
That sounds like Malkai. They're primitive, territorial beasts. Huge teeth, fearsome claws, fond of the dark.
Well, that's it. We ain't moving. Oh, no.
I suspect they'd only be interested in devouring you.
Oh, great.
I doubt they'd find me too palatable.
Sure. You don't look particularly tasty.
Malkai are afraid of fire. I'll scout ahead, see if I can find anything.
I'll stay here until you get back.
And as I mentioned, we do switch between Scree and...
Ow!
Hey! That was rude. We can switch between Scree and Jen as the game progresses, and in cases like this, it will be necessary. But I also want to say that, the necessary sections don't overstay their welcome.
Yeah, this is just mandatory here to show us that it can be done.
Mm-hmm. And in fact, here, we've got sufficient distance. Hit select. There's the loading screen. Also gives you a nice view of the Jen's tattoo. And then back to Jen, back to Scree. There we go. Fire. There we go.
This should keep those Malkai at bay.
Fire.
Fire. Fortunately, the realm of eternal winter also has eternal torches that don't go out. And yes, this may just be PS2 lighting, but it's still pretty good lighting.
Yeah, look at the shadow.
Color mixing.
Look at the shadows.
Yeah.
Well,
shadows. Surprisingly, really good. A lot of high-res detail on screen. You can see the little wrinkles.
Yeah. SCE Cambridge, who made this game, also did Medieval 1 and 2. And, and so they had a bit of experience with this sort of thing as well.
I think that's it. I've illuminated the cave, Jen. It should be safe for you to enter.
Small point. Typical picky me. Should be safe or is safe?
It is safe.
Well done, big guy.
Now that is a question I wanted you to ask.
And you can see the Malkai just hiding out in the dark corners there.
If you need information, just ask me and I'll do my best to help.
Come on. Okay.
Any idea what we should be doing next then?
We need to explore, see if we can find Hearn.
Any idea what we should be doing next then?
We need to explore, see if we can find Hearn.
Yeah, we don't get a whole dialogue tree, just a few hints.
Yeah.
But still.
And it does change. And I remember, some of these conversations can get involved where they start snarking at each other.
You can look at my maps whenever you like. They're updated as we progress.
There we go. I've already shown this off a couple of times, but now that he's mentioned it, you can see the objective marker, which is, again, the Jen's tattoo, the symbol of protection that Lewis created.
You know, being small and made from stone has some advantages.
It does.
Absolutely. I can climb up any stonework surface. Now that's something that might be useful to us, don't you think?
I guess.
Hey, he's proud
Spider
of
gargoyle!
Yeah.
Yeah. Angle flipping!
Yep. Here, hold on.
Yeah, that may not seem completely impressive, but there was a time when that was just like sorcery in game engines.
High for me to jump.
Here, hold on. Let me demonstrate something here. So, in fact, if you go down, he backflips to do that.
Yeah.
And then, oh, by the way, just trying to get... I'm looking at the background, people. I'm not trying to move the camera at Jen, honestly. But,
Oh, the moon, yeah.
that's pretty. That is the moon, but I'm also looking at, everything else.
I'll need Scree to help me with this.
Yep, gotta partner up. An early version of the gotta have both players to proceed doors.
Yep.
Very popular in the Gears of War era, but yeah.
And Uncharted, for that matter. Like, I know several games where they had, AI partners making, or as you said, co-op, making sure everybody was in the same spot at the same time did help out.
Move it, damn it.
Fair Villa. Seen better days. Come on.
I don't really like that statue. He's like, ah!
Yeah. Let's have a...
Means one of two things. Either there's like a Medusa around and petrified him that way, or the sculptor was really weird.
It could be one of those, words I want to say here. Renaissance type sculptures where, it's where they're trying to do some emotional, the tragedy of the fair eye or something like that.
Yeah, that does make sense, actually.
Damn that wind.
Don't worry about it, people. That's plot scripted. At one point or another, the torch does go out as we're around here. But again, bringing the kingdom to ruin is certainly it certainly seemed to act fast.
Yeah. And even if it didn't literally happen, like a Fisher King situation, the king being forced to abdicate his throne every so often is a good idea for, keeping stagnation and corruption out.
Mm-hmm.
Don't panic. They can smell fear,
You're not on the menu here. I'll smell how I want.
That is a minotaur.
Shit.
He didn't even hit it with the weapon, he just backhanded the thing.
Yeah, like the bottom of his stick. Speak softly and carry a big stick, I guess.
Yeah.
Turn. Don't worry. I can speak the demon tongue. Deus Safinta, Twend em Gen, Eb em Ota Jimen Diarella, Eb Hivan Keferai, Ekta Sunsetem Rekba.
This runt would have me believe you're an envoy of the goddess Arella. You look more like a sniveling half-breed to me.
Scream. I vote we're big enough to swallow the audience all here.
Strangers, in these treacherous times. Should I drive you from my kingdom, or leave you to the Maokai?
Trust me, Lord Hearn. We're here to help you.
Help me? I suppose you must know the whereabouts of my son, then?
Well, no.
Then you are of no use. It was a night like this.
Scree mentioned it's always night.
But listen, I do know what it's like to lose.
Do they track nights by when the moon rises, I guess?
Couldn't we at least
Or the
help you
it could
look for
work.
Jared?
You seem ill-equipped to be helping anyone. Take this, and you may just survive the night.
Here, have my toothpick.
Thanks.
Yeah, that's tiny
No
for
more
her.
time for strangers. I must return to the great temple. Perhaps tonight my prayers will be answered.
I guess we know what he prays for.
The safe return of his son.
Come on, Scree, we can do it. Let's find this Jared.
Fine, as you wish. I'll add him to the list.
Hey, why do you call me a half-breed?
Perhaps it's time for me to scout ahead again.
And actually,
Well,
you were saying?
you first.
Oh, I was going to say.
He called you a half-breed because you're racist. That's why.
Fair enough. So I think we're going to call the video at this point because it's been over 40 minutes. I will see you all next time when Scree goes and scouts ahead. Thank you all for watching.